Oh, we're up. We're live. Oh, okay. Okay,
How's the first normally run?
I see mine here a lot. It's kind of common. Looks like we're pretty at 42% already for Mav purple. Yeah, for Mav purple already. Mav purple.
Yeah, Mav first.
Yeah, Mav purple.
Players that's what we're doing in the team. So just actually shortens it.
Mav purple is already at ults. 57% in, which is honestly kind of impressive. I'll just be that straight up. We see Juno, Greg again. We're gonna see a lot of that probably.
Have been seeing a lot of May being played by most teams.
Well, May is just kind of playable at any point ever.
Especially just for walls. And there's some survivability.
Yeah, walls are so good, especially if you can just run on people. Which in Shawnee's comp here.
Oh yeah, I see right there, yep.
Yeah. Oh wait, I thought we were up there. But in their case, it also works. You got that speed, you got the create, got the ramp. I see old being great on it really just depends how many they use. Maverick really doesn't have a reason to just not use all their rolls. I don't know why they're rolling. Probably waiting to keep track of when that's just out. It seems they've done. Looks like SSU which I'm so confused why Mav did not just use all their ults.
They would have won the fight and just won the point right there.
I mean, I honestly think they would have just won point if they used all their ults there. But what they're doing, but what they're doing now is also kind of a strat because now they're gonna come back and SSU is gonna have like one ult. Well,
they have two ults right now, and then the other team coming up on 3 ults.
Which still would have been better if they just used ults that last fight. I'm not gonna. But looks like they're back now. We're into the next fight. They throw up the ball. Ooh, that's really unfortunate.
That's a big trade.
Because they canceled Malga ult there as well. Which is really bad. They're gonna have to touch. I don't think. Maybe they. I don't think they. Yeah. They're just gonna do everything. Maybe a little. Yeah.
They just have a lot of damage and they can't yeah.
Alright. First that's round 1. Goes to Mav Perp. Lil Mav Perp.
Might have joined a little late, but we didn't miss the action.
Lil Mav Perp. That's my favorite artist.
Bro. Overall, I think I still don't understand why Mav Perp called both of those. But then they gotta get because we're waiting for the trade and they come back with ult charge while we're down. Everything basically.
I just don't think they were really, because if you notice that one fight, they could have just used all their ults, and I think they would have won.
Because they already got who in the trade. They already had our tank now. So if they would have popped ults,
they were up. Yeah,
they were up a tank. They were up a tank, and I'm pretty sure down at support.
Yeah. They easily could have won that. I just think there's a lack of communication. But looks like we're on second map here. Looks like we're gonna try and hold back. Not a very, especially for both teams to try and hold back. Not very crucial to come. Looks like Maverick is the same company. Right now, just kind of poking. Shawnee kind of has the more aggressive angles here, just because of that Malga. Looks like they're gonna try and run on the ramp. Good pressure on that ramp. They're trying to secure that capture. They can play a little more forward here, try and get a break to secure that fight. Good slam. However, the fall off is pretty big. They kind of need to get out of those. Good slam, good slam. They seem like a ramp over the hand. Let's see, is the rest of the They popped the Moira ult.
Oh no, I think it's done.
Yeah, they popped the Moira ult to just secure it.
Like Maverick is coming up. Full team of ults, basically?
Yeah, basically, they're gonna have almost every ult here. What ult do you think they're gonna start this with?
I would imagine either Bob or probably Mail. I feel like Mail would be good. Mail would be a good option to start open with.
I agree. I think they're gonna probably open this with Mail. Oh, never mind. No, here comes Bob. Oh yeah, I think
Bob the pressure and just massive right focus on Bob. Send out the Mail, breathe everyone.
Yeah, no, they did
Use the Mail to get him off the high ground.
If I had to take a guess, it was the Mail was to get Malga ult out. Or no, Bob was to get Malga ult out, and the Mail was to punch Malga ult. That's what I'm gonna assume they're gonna save Mail for the rest of this. So Malga ult is essentially gonna be useless. Which most of the ults on their team kind of beat up Malga ult because they're all like AoE based.
Yeah.
Except for like, okay, they're just gonna use Ram ult to try and hold this It was a good Ram ult pursuit, though. I'll be straight up with that. However, Maverick has no more ults.
They also used they used Brick ult also in that last fight.
Yeah.
With the Mail.
They used a lot, which Shawnee's probably happy about that because Maverick is still down 10%. Shawnee's here.
Coming up on the foil.
Yeah, gonna play a little more aggressive here. Gonna definitely look for a pick.
That's a really good pick.
They're punishing Maverick for being a little too aggressive here. They're gonna try and take back that lead, assuming before Maverick is more.
That was a good push by SSU.
Yeah, it's a good aggression.
Two ults there? No, it's not that bad.
Yeah, we
used Reaper ult and
I didn't see Reaper ult.
I didn't see it at all. I don't know if we got any value.
Maverick coming from the back here. I don't know how much I like this. You have to play for Maywall here, and for Maywall to work, you have to kind of punish the Malga. However, the Malga has to kind of screw up, so you're kind of just sitting here idle until that May's until either the pick shows up from primarily that Ashe or you get a wall off.
But to think SSU rotating into this room is kind of just gonna.
I don't like this at all.
I don't
really
like them
this.
rotating into.
They're gonna counter. They're gonna counter beat with Mail. Looks like they're gonna look at tank.
Yep.
SSU desperately needs a pick here in order to even this out. However, it looks like they're just gonna try and milk and die on point. Gonna go back for another one. Maverick coming up on 4 ults here. Shawnee has like going about 3 ults here.
They're gonna have
and they do not
and
they don't have anything
Moira
to counter Malga ults, so we're gonna see how that works. Me personally, whenever I play Malga, I like to just solo their tank. However, SSU might be doing something a little bit more tactical. Really just depends. We'll have to see.
I go from the back they're probably going to look from our ult, the other team, and then probably use all their ults here. So they have 4 ults. So they're kind of up on ult percentage. With Moira ult.
Which another thing, I'm just going to... Sojourner comes out. Sojourner comes out. Sojourner gets out. They're going to have to touch here. SSU just needs to do everything.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the Malga died before he could use ult.
Now
and looks like that is
game 1.
That is game 1. We'll go to Lil Maverick.
Overall, I think that was a good play by both teams.
I'm on Spotify weekly.
Weekly, right? Honestly, I think that was a good play by both teams.
A
little bit miscarriage when it comes to ult usage.
Yeah, I miscarry my ults.
I just think Maverick had a lot more value when it came to using our ults.
Smitty with the play of the game there.
Well, low man Smitty, he the GOAT, especially on the DPS.
The Z Smitty.
But I just think the main reason Maverick won that game is just mainly just their value on their ults were probably better.
I agree. I think Maverick got a lot more.
And they built a lot more generation.
And I felt like we couldn't really. There was a lot of rotations that we did. I didn't really like that much. Like whenever we were playing middle, I don't think we should have fell back to room. I feel like we should have fell back behind point instead.
It might have been a better option because locking.
Because whenever you're holding there,
Mhm.
if you're being pushed on, I think it'd be a much better idea to just push like back onto point and just hold point with those walls, right? Whereas we went back around and into
Into
that
that little room.
which gives Ram such a good opportunity because he can just throw that shield up, go into attack, and then he gets free punches on you.
Yeah.
And while his
And
rest of his team
and
runs on
Smitty was
point.
locked in that room when Amalga had to use some of his moves to actually get out. He had to use his run to get out of that situation.
Yeah. I feel like that one fight I think it was just a rotation thing. Another thing, I feel like they're getting ults a little bit too quickly. That's also a pretty big issue.
Yeah.
And also Malga is just rendered his ult is just kind of rendered useless here due to the fact they have Ram and Mei, which just both of those ults just completely destroy Malga ult.
Not to mention they were just looking for Malga ult always. They just had 9 times out of 10 just a Mei ult to counter that. So they're just looking for ult uses. They wouldn't pop any ults.
Which is what you want it for, right?
Yeah.
You don't really want to use Mei ult just randomly. Unless it can secure a fight in like specific circumstances.
Yeah, I agree. That or just to get someone off an angle that you don't want them there. That's in there. You could use the Mei ult.
Also, good aggression from both teams here. On a lot of these points. Whenever SSU was pushing in that back line there, that Ram was just way too far up and they were able to punish that. That was pretty nice. Which another thing, SSU was pretty smart for not just going down main lane the whole time because of that Mei. That Mei would be able to get great walls on that
amazing
there.
walls. They would have been punished
and they
really
realized
easily.
that they realized that and they couldn't afford to do that, so they went behind, which was a pretty good idea. I'm glad they did not go it through room just because of Ram. Ram would just destroy that.
Oh yeah, most certainly. It would just get so many punches in, it would be free. But like, those two comps, do you think we could have did anything different, or
no?
Do you think those two comps were like favorable towards each other?
I like the Malga pick. I think the Malga is pretty good. It's just his ult is rendered almost useless, but it's good because it's Mei ult that really ruins it. Just because you save Mei ult for Malga ult, and then Mei ult still gets value even if you break shield.
Yeah.
And Malga also just counters Ram like straight up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does, because Ram is just straight up a bullet sponge in attack form. So like anytime Ram goes into attack form, you just click that E, and he can't really do anything because he can't do any damage to you. Only value he'd be able to get is by punching your supports, and even then he can't because you just lay it down on him.
Yeah.
So he really.
I honestly didn't think Ram would be a counter to Malga though, but I didn't think about the
Malga. Yeah, Malga just kind of beats up Ram just because of how big of a target Ram is. Same reason he counters Ball too. Ball's just too big of a target. You get free heal.
Yeah. Which I think. Do you think they're gonna try and change their comp up, or do you think they're gonna probably try to stick with the same one?
It depends on the map. Or you talking Mav perp or you talking Shawnee?
Shawnee.
It depends on the map. Every map is different. They most likely will not keep Malga unless it's like very specific maps.
Okay.
But they may do the same comp again, depending. But it really just depends on the next map, which it looks like it's going to be Kings Row here. For Kings Row, one of the most beloved maps in my opinion, my favorite map.
Amazing map. My favorite map, honestly.
Top tier map. I get excited whenever I queue into it in comp. It's just a good map overall.
It's not too one-sided, in my opinion. I mean, yes, if you play it correctly, it can be very one-sided, but I think it just gives both teams the value that they need to play it. So, like, you could win, you could lose. It just depends on if you play it
looks like I'm wrong. Looks like that we are going to still run the Malga here.
I thought we were friends.
Looks like, okay, I may be out of the loop. They probably have changed up their team comps since last time I've seen. We'll have to see how it works. Looks like both of them are kind of keeping the exact same comp. We switched off the, I don't believe, oh no, we did have Moira before, didn't we?
Yes, we had Moira.
No, are these the exact same teams?
Yes.
No changes at all. That's interesting.
None. I know before the stream and the game started, I did see the varsity team, SSU, like looking at what would be better if they want to do the Ram Ditto or they want to go to Malga, and they were looking at Ram.
They're just playing super fast here. Looks like they're trying to pinch. It doesn't really look like I cannot really tell what's going on. It's just kind of a I don't know. Looks like they just weren't really able to capitalize on one target there. They were kind of.
I think May just had like free reign to just sit in the corner and just.
Well, I don't think. I think
it
was that Ram Shield. That Ram Shield kind of messed them up. Because I could tell what this comp is. It's kind of like a Malga Rush comp essentially. Look, they're gonna try and do that again there. They need to watch that May wall though. May wall will absolutely mess them up here. Looks like they're just gonna try and hold the room for now. Probably try and wait out Ram attack form here, and then they're probably gonna try to walk on them. But that wall is a huge one. But looks like they're just gonna force into it.
Have the May ult coming out.
Yeah, May ult comes out. Moira ult also comes out. Even here, both teams with no tank. This is still winnable.
This is very winnable.
This is still winnable. Curious how Shawnee's gonna play this. Looks like Ashe is getting dove here by SSU. Down to support. Reaper's in the back line though. Can he get one? Looks like he does. This fight looks like it's still winnable, but the ults come out. They also have another support ult in reserve. They may use this in order to just make sure they can capitalize on point. Or they may fall back.
I think they're gonna fall back because like it's just too much value to go into.
Yeah, that Malga would be pretty scary if I was on Ram. Looks like no, they're gonna walk back into it with Juno.
Oh, they were waiting for Ram ult. They didn't have Ram ult yet. They were waiting for Ram ult.
Or attack one. Oh, they have Ram ult too. Looks like they're gonna try their best to secure this. That Juno.
They got 2 early picks though, so
SSU's getting picks here. The Lucio beat comes out. I think it was pretty worth there, especially for that Ashe. Bob.
Agreed.
Looks like the Ram is like just the main issue here. If we can get rid of. Looks like they're gonna need to use ults to just secure this here. May up top, causing panic. Can SSU secure this point? It's still. We're just tossing up ults in the air. It is still pretty close. There is like no clear winner hit. Okay, there we go.
I think this pretty much secures it.
Yeah, good way to secure the point there. That pretty much secures it. I know that SSU most likely did not want to use Cage there, but Happy probably had no choice, which is honestly understandable. You have to do what you have to do.
It looks like they're just gonna run it down too.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and just hold a decent amount of space here. Keep push them back, not give them that free reign that they so need. Let's see. Looks like Mavperp is running May ult for this. Looks like they're going to try and play around that. However, Moira ult is also in SSU's catalog here. So May ult could be potentially made useless by Moira ult. Just depending, because Maverick can get straight out of that. SSU with the first pick of this fight. Looks like Happy's gonna just try and run it down, run into their back line. May ult comes out, Moira ult also comes out. Can they keep Malga up? They cannot. SSU is down currently, I believe.
We're down 1. Because we killed their
No, we're down 2.
May. We killed their May. Yeah, we're down 1 because we killed their May.
Yeah.
Looks like SSU is going to look to retreat.
Yeah, gonna fall back there. Looks like they're all back together. Looks like they're gonna try and go back into this. No one really up top in order to contest. Looks like they're gonna play ults here, but Mavperp also has ults. They're probably gonna use support ults in order to hold this. I expect Juno ult to come out pretty soon. But Brig ult comes out first, probably just to keep them off point. I'm expecting they're probably going to try and get the support ults out in order to use Reaper ult, if I had to take a guess. Which, there we go. Yep, Reaper ult comes straight up as soon as the support ults come out. Good ult there. Good punish on them using too many support ults there.
That ult secured them the fight.
Yeah, good on Basilisk for waiting until both those support ults were out before using Blossom. And they secure it. SSU performing much better. Looks like they've kind of locked it in here. Also Samoa, just annoying map, especially against May. So I think we'll see a bit more of a evenly sided match here.
Looks like SSU is up on cold guards currently.
Happy maybe looking for Malgold. There it is. Looks like he's gonna try and secure the May kill. Gonna use Moira ult as well. Maybe try to secure another one. Oh, Ram ult comes out. Can we get it to waste? No, looks like he gets Lucio there. Looks like he's gonna get more value than previously thought.
Yep, he also gets on Moira.
Yeah, Malga should probably just get out of there. Alright, next engage. I wonder how they're going to play this here, because that Ashe up top is going to pose a significant problem. If I had to take a guess, I'm going to assume Reaper's going to try and get them off high. Because if that Ashe isn't dealt with, it's going to be a problem. Maybe going under, which is an interesting one. Lose 2 in the process. Yeah, just going to reset there. I'm not entirely sure what the goal was there. Maybe it was to try and get the back line.
I think it was play the room to make sure that Ashe gets no value from being top.
Maybe, but I feel like it'd really be better off. I feel like we'd just be better off switching to a different DPS at that point. Yep, there we go. We do get Sim for that TP up top, no doubt. Definitely trying to deal with that Ashe. This May being up here is also an absolute nuisance. Maybe if Lucio can get a boop on that. They boop them off high. Looks like SSU will also take high.
And then
Lose
Ram's
2.
Going for,
and Ram's on point. Accidentally get caught on the wall there. Just going to reset.
Looks like we might have one more push.
We have about 2 more fights, depending
on how fast this one goes.
Depends how, yeah, depending on how fast it ends. Gonna TP right. Not a terrible idea. I don't hate it. Their goal here is definitely to just get out of this Ashe's line of sight. I definitely like the TP there a lot more. It gets everyone out of the line of sight. Gonna use the Lucio ult.
Ooh, good teleport, good teleport.
Great pick on the Ashe there. However, SSU's down Lucio. Looks like Maverick's gonna be up. Yeah, looks like Maverick's gonna take that one as well. Probably gonna need to use touch here. We have Moira ult left. Maverick has a support ult and Ram ult. In terms of ults, Maverick is up
going
here.
For the touch.
Lucio will be able to touch here. Good touch by Lucio. Moira ult comes out as well as Ram ult. Juno ult will probably come out shortly. Right now it's kind of just a stay on because you have to. Good pick on that May. I'm still surprised Juno has not come out. There it is.
There it is.
Gonna try and looks like Shawnee is up by 2 here. This is huge winnable here.
Oh yeah, definitely because now they have the Ram trapped in the alcohol.
Yeah, gonna try and secure the kill on the Ram here. I'm not sure how Mavperp really screwed that up, honestly. Only had... They should have used that Juno ult when they used Ram ult and just ran it down. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if Juno was dead or like in the back line. I don't know what's happening there.
She did not get picked off at all. She was in the back line.
Yeah, I'm just, quite frankly, I just don't understand the logic behind that. They should have just used Juno ult immediately with the Ram ult so the Ram just ran on.
Looks like Maverick's tanks is going to switch to Diva.
We can't sit on it. Looks like it's just a counter Happy here. Echo ult comes out. Good contest. Staying on point. On point. Yep, up 2. Can we cap it? They don't touch. Nice. Good stuff from SSU here.
Let's go, Shawnee.
Good stuff from SSU here.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
All right, now chances are we're probably going to see a team comp that is similar to what they were just playing on defense. Ramatra on defense here is just way too good to pass up. Like he's a really good tank here. Just the entirety of defense.
You think we'll see any different DPSs?
Probably May. May's really good on defense here.
May, because defense is
kind of an outward pick here. Maybe Torb.
I don't see a bad Torb on this one.
After latest patches, actually I take that back. After latest patches, he may not be as good here. Maybe Ash
I
or
was
like
also thinking,
Sojourn.
I was also about to say Reaper.
No, they're gonna run the exact same thing. A bit curious. Maybe this is
Sojourn,
just a
User.
comp. Maybe this is just a comp that they have really just practiced and like put everything into, and they're confident enough to play it.
Maybe Sojourn for the grenade to keep them off high ground if they go left.
Probably. If I had to take a guess though, I have to say them on Pharah is gonna be kind of a problem.
We don't really have any
Unless
hits game,
like
besides
maybe
Malga.
not, maybe not. It depends on how
We're gonna switch to Widow. No Genji.
Genji interesting pick.
No,
Back
back
to
to Pharah.
Attackers incoming.
We're just playing everyone today.
Let's see. Just gonna poke at them for now. That Pharah can be a problem depending on how much this Malga applies pressure as along with the Sojourn. But it can work. The Pharah will not have absolute rain here.
Looks like you're going left.
Looks like they're gonna try and go up top. Malga's along with the rest of SSU is gonna try and take a pinch. Gonna try and contest it here. Looks like they can't really get anything off. I don't really know what map perp is, where they're really trying to go here. If I had to guess,
Oh, there's the Pharah.
great pick on the Pharah there. That is really gonna significantly reduce their push. Looks like they're looking at the brig here. Good pick on that brig. Gonna try and finish it off with it's like secure the deal. That ram pick, good stuff. And now it's just cleanup duty for the supports and DPS. Oh, nice.
Good play getting that Pharah pick to start off.
Yeah, great play by Smitty there. Looks like Map Perp is back in position. Gonna try to play around statue here instead. Gonna kind of ditch that stair idea. Must have been like a one-time thing. Looks like they're gonna run into the brig here, but switch targets midway to the ram. Pharah laying down a lot of pressure, but force Malga to get out, and it's just not enough.
Now Shawnee's gonna have to reset.
I don't think Shawnee will have another fight here. Maybe if Lucio touches, although I don't think Shawnee will go for another fight.
Pharah and Ash are just applying way too much pressure, I feel like, for the Lucio to get a touch.
Yeah,
So
this
they're gonna wait for the
Pharah
reset.
does not play with very survivable, but the Pharah doesn't really need to either. As long as that Pharah can secure basically any pick, the Ram and the Ash can kind of just clean up. Sojourn maybe looking for like a headshot target here. Looks like they're gonna try and hold corner, apply pressure to this Ram. Moira ult comes out. We may see a few ults from Mavperp here. They have all 5 after all.
I feel like if we see Ram and possibly break ult.
One thing, Shawnee needs to be very careful here, and they need to make sure they can keep an eye on that Pharah, because that Pharah will probably try to use any type of chaos or flank to try and get off ult. There we go. Looks like it's just going to be a huge ult fest here. Kind of just see what works, what doesn't. Yeah, it looks like Mavperp used 4 ults there. Shawnee used 2.
I definitely feel like if Maverick gets first pick this next fight, I definitely think we can see a Ram ult coming up.
Oh, but Ram ult most definitely will have to be used for this next one, unless they just want to give it to Shawnee and then go for next fight. However, I don't think that's the best idea, because a fight after this, Moira will have ult. We'll have to see how many ults Shawnee uses in retaliation. Gonna try and keep Malga up here. Malga's taking a lot of damage. Putting pressure. It looks like we're trying to look at the Ram here. 1 pick from Ash there. Looks like Shawnee's down to support. They had to play a little bit more back. Malga with the slam. Good pick on that Juno. Now the teams are evened up. Looking at the brig here. Can we kind of cut her off here? Good. Nice close off on that brig there. Malga trying to retaliate. Gets the pick on the Malga, but it's... Or Ram trying to retaliate. Gets pick on the Malga, but it's pointless. Shawnee will take this fight.
Maverick coming up on 2 ults while Shawnee
Hitting
coming up
far
on
off
3.
high ground there. Just a little intimidation TP right there.
Thanks for the help.
I feel like Maverick will definitely have to use Ram ult here just to secure this fight, or it's just going to go downhill.
If I had to take a guess, Farah's probably going to try and get a sneaky flank ult. That's the only reason that's the only way I can really see it being useful, unless they just ignore Pharah. Which Happy gets two kills here. They'd be kind of stupid to use ults now. Really good, really nice.
Really good cleanup.
Good cleanup. Great, great initial slam from Happy there, especially with those 2 kills.
If they don't use Ram out here, it's pretty much lost. Well, they're just losing so much value, I feel.
I feel like Mavperp is probably just waiting for a support ult, if I had to take a guess.
That or Malga ult. They might be waiting for Malga ult.
I also noticed the names are in the wrong spots. But Malga's low here. We're gonna use. Looks like we're just gonna start using ults here. Ash ult comes out. Can we kill the Bob? Can we kill the Bob? All right, good kill on that Bob. Moira ult is still up. Can we take advantage here?
Yep, here comes the Ramo.
And they're just gonna use everything. But looks like Shawnee may be up here.
Shawnee's up.
It is just Ram and Ash. I don't think it's gonna be enough. That Malga is an absolute tank. Yeah, Malga's just gonna absolutely clean house here.
The Ram.
That's really good. Mavperp got almost no value out of those ults,
and
because Shawnee won that. Good. We're coming up on last fight here, and Mavperp has both support ults. Shawnee looking to run on maybe Lucio ults, and we're gonna see Sojourn ult here as well. So in my opinion, Mavperp is up on ults right now. I feel like Mavperp could very easily win this if they use their ults correctly.
And not.
But Shawnee has enough ults to contest.
I feel like
think it's just gonna be an
if Mavperp's supports use their ults on their tank, I feel like it.
Great first pick. Great first pick. Looks like Mavperp's down a DPS here. Can they secure another kill? Ooh, no, but they do secure
a double.
They do secure both the supports, and then they clean up. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know if Shawnee's going to go for the touch here. Probably not. Depends if they switch to contest here. I do not think they will, no. Looks like they're just going to give second point to Mavperp.
We are up on support ults and tank ult right.
The switch off Sojourn to Echo. Really good switch here in my opinion. Echo does counter far after all. However, you're going to have to watch out for that Ashe. That Ashe will be a problem. Yeah, that Ashe is already applying pressure onto the Echo. It's going to be a little bit difficult to really get huge value here because of that, or really just to poke at them.
Looks like Basilic's trying to get a counter on them.
Looks like Varro comes out inside of Cage. It is technically a pretty good one. Smitty's cleaning house though, along with Reaper. DPS are absolutely cleaning house here. Good stuff from Shawnee.
Good team kill.
Varro did come out.
This is definitely gonna be last
Looks like the Varro will switch to Mei. Looks like they're gonna try and wall off. Malga, which is a strategy, but I don't think it will really work, especially with Reaper Moira. Can just absolutely shred wall, because Malga can as well. Shawnee playing for DPS ults here along with Moira ult. So, and Mavperp, it only really has Ram ult. So if we can end this fight quickly, I think Shawnee will be able to take it. However, it gets dragged out, I think the Mavperp support ults will come into play. Good picks, good picks. Looks like they're down too much really to make any huge difference, especially with the amount of ults they have. Looks like Shawnee's going to take this one. Good stuff from Shawnee.
And that's going to be game 2 in favor of Shawnee State.
And Shawnee will take game 2.
Good game. Good game.
That was a good
game. Both sides played it really hard. Let's go Smitty coming out with another play of the game.
Yeah, it was really good. This play was really good because Happy had essentially set them up really well to just clean house with that ult.
Definitely carried in that fight there.
Yeah, especially Smitty. Both the DPS really.
And it kind of just set the tone once Happy placed down his Malgal right on top of their entire team.
Yeah, with the
So
Lucio
they
ult
just
as well.
focused everything
It
on
was
the
really good.
Malga.
It was really good that the DPS could clean up there. A lot of trust would be needed that, like, for me to put down a Malga ult and for me to get them low, just for, me to die because I get soloed by the Pharah.
I agree.
And then if my DPS were able to clean up like that, it would be really good.
It's the amount of faith you would have to have, though.
The amount of faith you need in your DPS in order to trust them with that.
I think that last fight, if the Ram wouldn't have waited so long to pop his ult, it probably would have been saved. But we just had so many ults ready to counter him.
There was a lot of questionable things by Mavperp this last game. A lot of them, I don't know why they weren't comboing Juno ult with Ram more. They were more comboing it with Brig ult, which I did not like very much.
I don't see really the point.
In my
personal opinion.
Yeah. I just didn't think it was very effective. I think it would have been much more effective with Ram ult.
Kept the Ram alive a lot more.
Well, his ult would do more damage.
Yeah, that
like
too.
A lot more damage.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
And plus he can move with it, right? So if it's a well-placed Juno ult would really help Ram. However, just especially that one fight, the Ram ult came out and this Juno ult wouldn't come out. And then it was almost by the time Ram ult was over that it came out, and despite Juno not even being dead, like Juno was on the field, Juno was playing. But we just didn't see it come out until like the last second. Questionable play from Avperp there. However, I also
questionable usage.
Yeah. Also though, another thing I had like questions about, or not really questions, but something I've observed is I'm pretty sure just the team comp that Mavperp is playing is just really good for control maps. Hence why they took Samoa. I feel like Mavperp is gonna have a lot more trouble here on out because I feel like their comp is just really really made for control maps and like maybe Flashpoint.
They might roll on Flashpoint with that comp.
That team comp may work on Flashpoint as well.
I do foresee that comp being better. Like when it comes to a push map, I don't think it would be that good. The Pharah was questionable, but it proved like good like once it came to the open areas of the map, but once it came to that enclosed quarters, it kind of didn't really benefit that much.
Close quarters is Shawnee's boon here. They don't want to be in close quarters, especially with Ram. Especially with Ram and Pharah. It's just a bad idea because they were playing Mei as well. Just overall, not a very good idea to push in, especially close quarters.
Personally, Mavperp knowing that we have Moira ult and we have Malga, which can shred Maywall pretty easily, like almost like non-existent, and then we're also coming up on our other two ults, or both our DPS ult. So like, I don't know what they could have done different there, but I don't think Mei was the pick to help them.
They did put a little bit too much faith in the wall. Like it's not unbreakable. And Shawnee kind of showed them that. Like, wall was breaking constantly.
Yes.
Right? Like, they were not able to get the wall off that they were hoping for.
Especially a lot in the early game. Whenever Shawnee was still pushing, they tried doing the Mei wall and all that, and Shawnee immediately shut it down every single time. I just feel like Mei was just not the pick there. Neither was the Pharah. At least the Pharah early game was really good. I did like that pick. Especially applied a lot of pressure on the corners because the sheer force that she has for pressure. But I feel like just a better option just in that enclosed quarters would have been better. Like, I don't know what you would suggest.
I also think we didn't really Malga just had a little bit too much freedom. I feel like Malga they just didn't really have the damage. Like, their Pharah was just too preoccupied because if their Pharah was looking at the Malga the whole time, the Malga wouldn't really have any effect. Like, the entire team would have to jump Malga in order for Malga to die, and they just weren't doing that. So they would need to make a switch. And I think they didn't make a switch that was significant enough.
I think the Pharah was just mostly focusing our supports.
Trying to at least.
And then this Malga would just keep applying that pressure, and then that Maverick was just not shutting down our Malga, like, at all.
Yeah. Especially with a lot of those.
Bro, be tired. He'll be sleeping.
Amen. Especially with a lot of those rushes and those charges by Malga. Just really really were just kind of went unpunished, which I kind of see what Shawnee's like whole strategy was there. Like Malga runs in, slams, the rest of Shawnee puts pressure on the tank so the tank can't look back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Because the tank,
because
they
a
would
lot
wait
of
for
the
the tank to push up and get that
because
pressure.
a lot of the times I would look and I'd watch Happy use that run to get into the back line
Mm-hmm.
of to get into their back line, and I would just be surprised. I'd be like, I can't believe he's not dying because it would like because as tank you have like a like kind of a spidey sense
Would it make
thing.
sense like the coexistence of the Lucio Moira pick, so the Moira can dive in and out back and forth, and then the Lucio can like keep a pressure on.
Well, I don't think man, I just can't. I feel like the Lucio was more or less to just get Malga out as
Yes.
well. Supports were not supposed to just go full on in,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like they were supposed to just be able to get Malga out, and I feel like they did that very well.
I
And it
agree.
made it where Malga was really hard to punish because his health would stay up while it's simultaneously being able to get out really fast, maybe getting 1 or 2 picks on the way.
Mhm.
Especially for this Ram who can't really do anything to Malga just because of his
Yeah.
massive health pool and the fact that Malga does counter Ram. Doesn't really have much punish at all, really.
I agree. So, do you think what's next? Hybrid, right?
Is it hybrid? Looks like it's Flashpoint.
So, okay, so it's
Flashpoint
not
is
hybrid.
next. Flashpoint. The comp that this Ram comp that we keep saying from Maverick could work here because it's essentially just control but with more steps. Right? It's like the calculus of control.
Do you think the May would be a good option?
For
I don't.
Saravasa, Saravasa and Junk City both, it would be a good pick. Just because, especially first point,
Mhm.
mainly first point. You may
Yes.
want to actually switch after, but first point is really good for both maps because those walls are like essential. And I have a feeling I kind of know what Shawnee may play here because we've been seeing kind of a trend with the Malga, and I have seen a couple of comps that they've been wanting. Actually, we're playing Servasa actually, so those comps may not come into play. They may just keep what they've been playing, what we've been seeing with the Malga. They may just keep that. Mavperp may just keep the Ram because I believe that Mavperp's comp would be pretty good on this. However, they may need some more speed. The Juno Brig may not work, but hence
I
it
might
would be the
see a
low rounds.
Lucio on both teams.
Yeah, Lucio is really good for Flashpoint. We may also see Queen here. I've heard Queen is pretty good
I
right
have
now.
been seeing a lot of Queen in comp. Every single time I play this map, like I have seen
Well,
Queen.
Queen is just good on, Queen's just good on Flashpoint.
That is fair. Like she really is.
We may see some Queen here. We may see more Malga. We may see something else. We don't really know 100% yet until we do. But at this point, we're just kind of waiting for the game to start here. But for what opinions on Flashpoint?
Flashpoint? What? How many seasons has it been now since they released it?
No clue.
I don't even remember, but I actually kind of enjoy Flashpoint.
Enjoy it?
Yes, I actually rather enjoy Flashpoint.
I
There
think
is some things about it I would change. Like, I don't like how there's so few maps for Flashpoint. I really hope they add more for it. But personally, I'm a person that doesn't like push. I don't really like push. I don't necessarily like push at all. I like the cart and I like hybrid. I like Flashpoint. I just don't care for push.
we're seeing the exact same two teams from both sides here.
For
Not
the third
much
game in a row.
Not much switch up for the third game in a row here. But hey, I guess if it works, it works. Maverick pretty confident in their pick. The Maywall, that was pretty good to cancel that slam. It was pretty good. Shawnee with first initial pick here. Can they follow up with that momentum? Applying pressure to the Ram here. The slam goes in. May kind of misses her wall there. Mavperps is kind of in a get out kind of thing right now.
While also trying to get a pick. Oh,
yeah, that's really
Maverick
bad.
gets one
That's
pick.
really bad. Shawnee needs to hurry up and cap this
now-
and then stabilize. Oh, it looks like Malga is cut off. Malga may die here. That was a pretty good May wall. They will not be able to heal Happy.
Maverick was trying to get out there until they got that pick on Smitty, and then they went back in.
Yeah, they kind of just capitalized on that momentum from that pick and just kind of ran on him. However, Shawnee does get the first capture, hence getting more percent. And Shawnee is back together here. Looks like they're going to go for the second push. Now, what do you think their #1 target would be here?
For which side?
What's Shawnee's #1 target should be?
Shawnee's at least Ram or probably May.
I'd say probably the Brig.
Brig, I was thinking about Brig too.
Or just any support in general. Like
Yes.
Juno right there. That's a good one too. Like that's great. Any support pick is good. Looks like they're going to come out with the Ram ult though. Can we keep Happy alive? Looks like we can. Completely shredding that back line with completely shredding that back line with our Reaper there.
Looks like Shawnee's gonna overall win the fight. Did we even lose one?
Yeah, I remember. Because when they killed Smitty.
No, this fight.
Oh no, I don't think we did. No.
I don't think we.
Maverick coming back with ults though.
Got a pick there.
We have some ults too, but they're probably gonna be used in retaliation if I had to assume. But May ult kind of counters Malgo ult here, so I guess it really just depends who comes out first.
I foresee Bob probably being used first.
The way they've been using Bob, probably. Smitty gets picked there as first pick. Looks like the Reaper comes out ult comes out in retaliation. Now teams are even. We may see more ults from Mavperp to try and make up for that though. Looks like Shawnee is up, but Brig ult comes out, using ults to make up for it. Shawnee kind of stabilizes out. Looks like Mavperp's gonna cap it temporarily. Good boot from Fox there, but it looks like it won't be enough due to that slow. Will they be able to touch here? It looks like they're gonna go for a touch. If they're gonna touch, they need to do it now though. They will not be able to touch. That's unfortunate.
May well it's different.
Looks like they're gonna go straight to the next one. We can't actually see where it's at on stream. That's kind of weird, but looks like it's gonna be up
Can't
here.
see it at all. Oh, you can see it in spectator.
I know you can't even see it in spectator. That's wild.
You can. It's just like a little white outline. You can actually see it.
Well, usually it'd be like attack this.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna play up top here. Smitty getting an off angle here. The Brig contests. Ooh, that boop is critical right there. Ooh, that's tough. Looks like Mavperp's gonna take that fight up top. Like this is like what I said before. Really close quarters, playing May, Ram, Brig. Their comp is just really suited for these types of maps.
I agree.
So I honestly believe that they'll just dominate. Whereas more open maps and more linear maps like King's Row, I believe Shawnee's is better for
range.
because Malga can just take advantage of those like vertical.
Looks like Malga's
Looks like the Malga is going to come out. Juno will also come out, but the Moira comes out to keep Malga up. Bob's used in retaliation. Smitty just trying to maybe just get any pick that he can right now.
Bob does get 2.
Bob does get 2. I think every. Oh no, they still have Ram and Brig ult there. Mavperp does. That's unfortunate. Shawnee's coming up on Reaper ult, but I don't think it'll really do anything.
I don't think it'll be enough.
No, not with that Brig ult in their catalog. So they're gonna try and go right side maybe. Is Reaper gonna try and go for a TP here possibly? However, I do think they need to be wary about that Brig ult, because if Brig ults and then stuns that Reaper mid ult, that's not a good look. Looks like Shawnee is just gonna save ults for next fight. Currently 2-0.
Looks like Mavperp is up in all use, so they're also about to get May ult, so they're gonna have May, Ram, and Break ult for this thing.
I feel like there's no way that Mavperp does not use an ult on this next fight. They're
At
gonna
least one.
But it's gonna be either this. There's not really gonna be a between. They're gonna use one or all of them.
Yes.
There's not really gonna be a middle here. But with this map specifically, I could see Ram doing something. But it looks like Ram is kind of caught off from the rest of the team. May ult comes out.
That kind of just secures.
It looks like that's what it looks like. That's all they would need is May ult, and then they're gonna save Ram ult for the next one. I still pretty sure they're just gonna save Brig ult for Reaper, which is super unfortunate for Shawnee, because now the Reaper just kind of cut off until Maverick dies.
Looks like we're gonna go for a top play and run it down mid.
Cryo Freeze comes out. This Ram's looking for an ult. There it is. Reroll comes out. Looks like it's not enough. They didn't even pop Brig ult there.
Next fight's gonna be Brig, Juno, and they're gonna have Bob up again.
Yeah, Maverick really good with the ult rotations here. I've noticed they've always seemed to be at least close to like 3 ults, or like they always seem to have an ult like close.
Yes. It's like Shawnee.
Shawnee coming up on a few ults here.
Well, you're right. So,
Slam from Mauga here. But looks like the Sojourn gets slowed here and
Brig ult comes out.
Brig ult comes out to try and keep her alive. Bob also comes out. Looks like Maverick should literally just use everything here if they know what's good for them. This is last fight. They don't have reason to save anything. Yep, and then they use that final ult to just put the like the cherry on the cake there, the icing on the cake.
And that will be Reaper. Nope.
Just gonna try and contest as long as they can. Looks like Lucio does touch last second there, but I don't think they won't be able to touch again. And that is
game 3.
That is game 3 won by Maverick.
2-1 in favor of Maverick. Overall,
get out of my Discover Weekly.
Play of the game. We'll go to Maverick.
Yep, and we immediately skip it. Get out!
Get out of here!
Get out! Get out!
But overall, what do you think on that game 3?
I'm gonna chop it up to comps. I think
May was very strong.
I don't think Shawnee should keep sitting with this Mauga comp, especially on that map. I just don't think it works. I think personally, I would have went for more of an Orisa comp. I think Orisa would have worked really well into that,
especially with the air team having that May all 3 fights.
Yeah,
it was kind of very annoying.
Orisa beats up Ram. Orisa beats up May
because of the fortitude and everything. Yeah, I agree. Orisa might have been a good pick.
And then you can kind of just walk on Ashe.
Mm-hmm.
I think Orisa would have just been a better pick there. Maybe not the best, but a better one.
I don't know if Mauga would have made any difference just for the pure amount of sheer force that he has, and just diving into their backline wasn't really doing anything, and he would just get walled off. And then
because all the close quarters, right? Like they took a lot of close quarters fight, like we saw it on that one point whenever they went up top. That May just kind of capitalized on that close quarters stuff along with the Ram.
The Ram would just get up in our face and just go into our backline and just take care of our supports like really nothing. I don't really think Shawnee could have done much besides for just maybe switching up the comp a little bit. Get some different people in there, but stock it up. Go next.
Yeah,
GG's go next.
GG go next, I guess. But looks like next mode's gonna be push. A lot more long
angles.
Maps with a lot of longevity here.
I don't dislike push, but I don't necessarily dislike my favorite game mode. I like it because of the long lanes on most of the maps.
I like it more than Clash. I hate Clash, but just me.
I agree. Clash isn't the best, but
isn't the best is a
it's not the best, but
just raw.
We deal with it. Not the best, but is what it is at the end of the day. Can't really do much about it.
Yep.
Push is better than Clash. I do agree on that.
I don't like Clash. You either get rolled or you roll. It's one of the two. No in betweens.
Yeah.
Which
I will. Win first fight. You kind of just roll the next up to million throughout the entire rest of the game.
Which I will give Blizzard credit. They said they did make some changes to that. And I also I haven't gotten Clash recently in comp.
Really?
Have you?
No, not really. Guaranteed I haven't been playing much this last week because I've been busy with school. But for the amount of games I've played this week, I think I've played about maybe 10, maybe 15. I don't think I gotten it once. At all. Which is crazy to me. Because usually, it'd be constantly getting it.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, it was
constantly.
It was
non-stop.
It was thrown of the Anubis. It's thrown of Anubis, or you didn't get a map.
Yeah.
And Haneoka.
Your
Hey,
opinion
Oka.
on this season's Battle Pass?
Um,
Personally, I like the
I've
new
never
skin.
really cared about the battle passes.
You don't care about the Battle Pass?
Like unless they
man?
release like a collab skin battle pass, I really don't care.
Now, what collab would you want to see?
One Piece. I'm a big One Piece guy. I love One Piece.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know what collab I'd want, but One Piece does sound like a good idea. Now, who would be who though? Would be the real question.
Roadhog, Jinbei,
Oh God.
Reinhardt, Frankie,
Yeah, that's given.
and every time he uses it all, he just say super. Super.
That'd
be
be
sick.
crazy. Now, what about Luffy though? Can't have a One Piece crossover without Luffy. Can't.
Zoro, Genji.
That was I was thinking. That was the main one I was thinking. That one could work. But Luffy, man. You gotta think about Luffy. Bro, brain dead. You're thinking hard.
Because I can't think of anyone who that would really fit the way his power works.
Don't think.
It would have to be a DPS.
Well, obviously. And don't always think like about the DPS right? Or like his powers. Just think about his body stature. Who would fit the body stature the most? Like I wouldn't even know. Because none of the DPS really have the body
All the
stature.
DPS
of the
use
tall,
like a specific
skinny.
weapon.
Yeah. Which I mean doesn't really have to include the weapon. Just the stature of the body. Which I mean you could do it One Piece
Genji?
crossover without Luffy. You could.
No.
But it wouldn't be right.
No.
It wouldn't be right.
You have to
They
have
would get
Luffy.
so much flame.
You have to have Luffy.
Blizzard would get so much flame for not having a Luffy skin. I guarantee it.
Well, hopefully they wouldn't butcher him like they did Cowboy Bebop. Or Spike.
Shout out to Bro did him wrong. Blizzard did him wrong.
Rest in heaven. Or back in like development.
What you think of the WoW crossover?
I never played WoW, so I honestly couldn't give a crap.
Bro. I agree.
Like, there's not a single skin I care about. I'm literally like when they announced it was a World of Warcraft crossover, I was like, all right, GG, go next. I'll wait for next season.
Honestly,
I still have not spent money on any skins in Overwatch 2, and you haven't given me a reason to. I was close. I was close with Optimus Prime Reinhardt.
Oh yeah,
but
I didn't think about that.
I was close, but I told.
Those were personally pretty.
But he doesn't say roll out when he shatters, so I didn't want it.
No, that's a dead no. Looks like we're switching up the comp a little bit, bringing in the Kiri and the Winston.
Finally seen something other than Balga. I'm just happy about that.
So air team's gonna switch to Tracer.
Monkey playing super aggressive here. Gets punished for it. But Shawnee will take first push, so maybe it was worth it.
I think it won't matter that much because then air team's just gonna push it right back to our team, and because Shawnee has to go back for their tank.
Which they're making a switch to going Tracer. Looks like they're just kind of blindly trusting Ram. If I had to take my guess at it.
I mean, Ram ain't bad because he's got a 3-piece, 4-piece. He just team killed. But he's got a 5-piece, bruh.
What about a 1-piece? Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Bro be thinking with both brain cells today.
Gum pistol, boom.
Bro be thinking both brain cells today.
Let's see. Oh, it's Luffy should be Brig. And then with her flail, the way it goes out, and it's just his arm. It's just his arm. It goes back and forth. It just goes back and forth. That'd be so goofy.
That'd be so weird.
That'd be so goofy.
It'll be hilarious.
And his shield, what would his shield do? I don't even think. It'd be a barrel. His shield would just be a barrel.
Looks like Shawnee is going to get 2 picks here. Out comes the Ram ult. Maverick still has 3 ults in pocket.
Shawnee's got to shut down this momentum.
Shawnee does have 4 ults
Maverick
coming
is
up on 4
really
ults
good
in
at just taking
pocket.
advantage. Maverick is really good at taking advantage of Shawnee whenever it comes to like ult usage.
This next fight, I will probably most definitely see at least one support ult popping. Probably most likely Brig, in my opinion. Definitely will see the Tracer ult, I think.
I feel like on Shawnee's side, they're going to have to bring out Kisune. I feel like they have to use support ult in order to counteract these support ults because all the other ults just kind of get negated by Brig ult.
Yep, here
Yo,
comes
there we go.
Shawnee.
Gonna start out with it. They're gonna use Monkey ult as well. Surprised no support ults came out on the other end. Looks like Ram's gonna die here. Shawnee looks like Shawnee's on clean up duty.
Maverick trying to contest as long as possible. And that fight will go to Shawnee. Shawnee still has both DPS ults and coming up on Lucy ult, while Maverick has both support ults and both DPS. I think this next fight they'll probably pop bot. Maybe one support.
Reaper ult comes out.
Here
Yep,
comes the
and there
Brig.
goes the Brig ult. I knew that's what she was waiting for. And then
comes the
Bob ult
Bob.
to follow up. Reaper just can't. Reaper
There
just
goes
cannot
Lucy
catch a
ult.
break. There's a good Lucio ult from Shawnee.
Basilisk gets a piece. Monkey gets another. Bob gets Fox.
Great Lucio ult from Shawnee.
Amazing usage.
That's kind of honestly, I'll be straight up. That Lucio kind of just won them that fight. Like it was a really good
I
ult.
agree.
Perp coming up on 2 ults here. Looks like we might possibly finally see
The mystical Juno.
a Ram Juno combo, which we have not seen all game, despite it being so good.
We haven't seen any of the games.
Worth trade. That trade's definitely in Shawnee's favor. There's no way they're gonna try and push with their team comp on a monkey. Looks like maybe gonna try and finish off the Juno there. Oh, that's painful.
That is painful. She was 1. She was so close. That would have been a very good pick. Looks like Shawnee is going to use Kitsune here. Maverick gets first pick, gets the second, and that's going to be fight. Shawnee's just going to have to reset and GD go next fight.
Coming up on Reaper and Monkey ult here. We're gonna need to probably use Reaper ult at the beginning of fight, so that way we can avoid the Brig ult, which they're close to. But then again, Tracer could probably just use Pulse Bomb on him, but that's kind of risky on Tracer's end. I feel like it's still worth using Reaper ult sometime around this. We popped the Monkey ult. Great pick on the Brig there. I don't think we'll bring out another ult.
I don't think we need to.
Looks like we're just on clean up.
Clean up duty. Great use of Monkey ult there.
Yeah, good Monkey ult there to kind of bring in that space.
Bringing that space so we don't have to use any more ults than that. Coming up on Sojourn ult and Lucy ult as well. It's going to be 3 and 3.
Lucio ult may not be this fight. They're back to Brig ult again, which is crazy.
They didn't use it that fight.
Well, they just got it. They just got it back. Like
Oh yeah, just now, yeah.
But they had it that one fight.
They didn't. They just now
they
got
did
it.
it? They
They
did?
just
Oh,
now
okay.
got it. They didn't use it
Okay.
that fight.
Two
Because
picks from Maverick.
Brig got killed early.
Two picks from Maverick.
Brig was the second pick from the Monkey ult. And then they just ran it down from there.
Close game. Still 3 minutes left. Nothing is solid concrete yet.
Fairly even in ult percentage, I think. Shawnee might be up a little bit though.
No, Mav Perp's up here.
Yeah, the Tracer is pretty easy for their ult.
Mav Perp's gonna start this off with the ults. Looks like Ram's just trying to quickly build ult charge here. May not even need
There's
another
the Brig
ult, but
ult.
they use Brig ult anyway. This is actually pretty good for Shawnee because now we can use Reaper ult.
Freely, yeah. I think Brig probably should have saved her ult. I feel like
Most
that was.
definitely.
I feel like that was the reason that Monkey did push into the Brig to try and draw her out for using her ult, so Reaper can freely use his.
Reaper TP's behind. Good TP. Good pick on the Sojourn there. Reaper's going to try and get out here. Nice. However, they are pushing. They are pushing it. Shawnee needs to touch. All right, good touch. Can they win this, though? Looks like they're going to need an ult, and no one with ult is on point, it seems. They are still pushing.
Like, we have one more touch.
They're going to have to use ults in order to touch this here.
Smitty did not die, so he was in their backline the entire time.
Good pick
Good
there.
pick.
May not need ults. May not need ults. Looks like they're looking at Tracer here. Tracer no recall. Thing is, though, can they capitalize? It looks like they're just splitting their attention a bit too much here. Tracer Bomb comes out, gets no value. Monkey Ult also comes out. Looks like he's harassing backline here. Diving on the Tracer plus the supports. Kind of just making that space there. That's fine. His team regains. Let's see if they can keep this momentum here. They have 3 ults. They're going to need to use these whenever they're close to capping in order to secure that lead.
We're back to the Ram and Juno. Oh, maybe we actually see the combo. The Wombo combo.
Actually see them combo. Ooh, looks like he uses it in order to stay alive. Up, Juno ult comes out as well. Looks like Ram is going to take massive advantage of that. And as you can see, it's pretty good whenever you use it with Juno ult.
It's
like,
really good.
Monkey died pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly. Looks like both tank ults came out there. Looks like we have Brig and Sojourn ult, which we have both DPS ults as well. However, Brig ult kind of beats up Reaper ult. It really just depends.
I feel like they probably will focus the Brig here just to get that out of the way, or try and draw out that Brig ult quickly.
Hold on a second. Oh man, I dropped it. Oh wait, the game's about to end.
Jordan.
It was overtime. Brig comes out like we were expecting. Looking for that Reaper ult here.
Reaper ult comes out.
Can Reaper ult win it though? Doesn't look like it. There's chocolate on my pen.
Looks like Maverick will take that and take game 3.
No, it looks like Maverick wins it.
And that is game 3, 3-1.
Yeah, Maverick takes the match.
And that is overall GDs. GDs go next.
Hey, cookies are good.
I didn't see you. Bro's eating the cookie. Give him a cookie.
Yeah, give him a cookie.
Give him a cookie.
Yeah.
Don't judge.
Here, stop.
I have no idea if Travis wants to do an interview. Ask Ari real quick.
I
No,
want to.
Jordan's doing an interview.
I did the interview last time.
Okay, you're on the academy team. You're on Overwatch.
That's
You're
some
doing an
bull.
interview.
That's
I don't
some
care.
bull.
I don't care. You're doing an interview.
I'm leaving.
Nope.
I'm leaving.
Jordan. Bro's leaving right now. Good. Go to commercial. Bro left me. I'm sad now. Okay, we'll be right back. Are we doing an interview? Be right back.
Oh, we're back. Hello. So we have the tank here, Happy. Yes, I did leave, but they dragged me back, so I'm back. We have the tank Happy here. Um, so here, you want a cookie?
I do want a cookie.
There you go.
Thank you. I feel like I deserve this.
You do.
It's kind of a moist cookie. Can I have 3?
They're her cookies, but I didn't
Okay.
ask her. I just took them. There, you can have your cookies back.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the game.
Yeah.
So a lot of Malga, a lot of
Mhm.
Ram,
Mhm.
and a little bit of Monkey. What was the Malga mainly because they were Ram, or was the Malga for like a completely different reason, and they just so happened to be on Ram?
So the whole logic of their team, because we did scout them beforehand, watching their last game's VODs, was they got that little bunker. It was similar to our Kings comp, but they played it everywhere. Where they played the Ashe somewhere random, put a Brig with her, and then put the other 3 somewhere else, and then just let the Ashe just keep on going. They played for mechanic wins.
So would you consider that Ashe the main problem of their team?
Oh,
Like,
100%.
if the Ashe died, you could essentially clean up.
Yes and no. Okay, so you could play dive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except that the Ashe would just live long enough to get a pick or 2. That specific player on Ashe would
Mhm.
live long enough to get a pick or 2 before going out. So the whole concept was play a comp that is basically inting the entire game. Just run at them, kill a thing, keep killing things until everyone is dead.
And then die yourself.
Yeah. And then die to fire by yourself.
Okay. So they essentially kept the entire comp, like the comp, basically the entire time. Even on King's Row, which you guys did win. Which I was really confused because they went into the next map with the exact same comp. Like still, like they didn't make any adjustments or anything at all. They have a lot of faith in that comp. Do you think maybe they just thought King's Row was just a bad map for them, or?
So it's not the comp as much as it is that they have that much faith in their Ashe player.
Okay.
Everyone else, if you notice, everyone else on their team has some sort of self-sustain and some way to bail out the Ashe. It's a comp where Ashe is the main focus.
Okay, I kind of get that a little bit. What on like our side, like we kept running the Malga. Sometimes we were able to make it work. Sometimes we weren't. Like, what do you think was that deciding factor of whether or not we won the fight or not? Do you think it was getting the Ashe, or do you think it was like cutting her off, or?
It was 3 things, I think, mainly. One is, are we playing Ashe's line of sight? If the answer is yes, we've already lost.
Which we saw a lot of that on King's Row third point. A lot of times you try to avoid that Ashe's line of sight. Look with the Sim Team P, I really liked seeing that. I thought that was a good idea. With the Sim Team P underneath, to kind of get out of that LOS. So mainly Ashe was like that main problem, it seemed.
Yeah, if we landed a slam, that was another guarantee. It
Yeah,
doesn't
I
matter
saw that a
who got
lot.
the slam. If Ram got the slam, he's dead. If Brig got the slam, she's dead. As long as something got slammed, they're dead.
Because that's one thing I noticed. They couldn't really punish you if you. Because a lot of times I noticed you just run straight into their backline and they couldn't really do anything. Like you wouldn't even lose armor. Like
Yeah.
because they just don't have that like that lethal, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of like if their Ashe can't really poke. Which now I kind of see the logic behind that. I was kind of curious. I was kind of like, why are they not punishing Malga for just doing this? And a lot of times, like Dakota was mentioning and stuff like that, like Moiro like went in with you and stuff like that. And I was like, well, what they're probably doing is they're healing Malga while he's walking out and speeding him out, so that way he can just run back in again.
Or if I'm like, hey, there's the next target, I'm still good to go. That we're going again.
Yeah. But as a season, this would make it 0-2, I believe. However, this one was a lot closer. I definitely like, even though I still have a lot to learn, I see a lot of improvement already. I think you guys more or less are a lot more cohesive now, like with the comps and stuff like that.
I say give us one more game. Give us one more game.
We're
Might
getting
win
warmed
next
up.
game.
We're getting warmed up.
Yeah.
Especially with patch notes and stuff like that, changes on the day of.
Dude.
That's got to be super nerve-wracking.
Constant updates on our game days.
So how did Malga feel? Did he feel good, or?
So the way I was playing, the first map,
Mhm.
You see how I played a little bit pokey? That felt
Yeah.
awful. If
Yeah.
you played him like how I played him on Kings, he felt good. Where you're just like shifting on cooldown, just constantly going
Do you
in.
think that was because of the map, or just because you like just switched your play style, like on Kings?
A little bit of both, because
Did you just come to
Kings
that
is definitely not
realization?
sniper
You come to that
friendly.
realization that like poking just is not doing much.
Yeah,
Like it's not
100.
really doing anything. Let's just try rushing them instead.
Not only is it not doing much, but it's making me begin our fights at half health. Whereas if I see their face and immediately hit the shift button, I'm in there. I'm not at half health. I began the fight at full, and I accidentally took someone out with my foot.
But looks like that's all we have for this time. This will be second game of our season. Make sure you check back in next week. Another game. We also have some games later this week as well. But for now, that should be it. We're heading out. Go Bears. See ya.